Glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Indiana Hoosiers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Checking in with the Indiana head coach before the game. This running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Guys?
All right, Holly. The Hoosiers ready to kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Reynolds. Under fire. Outside the pocket, lets it go. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, you got to love that if you're on defense, because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires left. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
Makes a move. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. They'll leave it with him. Pick up of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Makes the grab. It's Marsh. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Throws toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. He wants to change this route. On the run, it's Richard. Could be an alley. What a run. Takes it all the way down to the 11-yard line before he's forced out.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. In the red area, it's Richard. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. It looks as if we have an injured Hoosier at the end of that play. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quick release by the QB. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll give it to Johnson. Still on his feet at the 35. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
The run inside. It's Davidson. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
It was a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Off the play fake. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw, it's Reynolds. Makes a catch. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the grab. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Fires quickly. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Running inside, it's Johnson.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run, and you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
The Hoosiers take their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Clemson!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for space. It's Martin. Gets away from one. Finds some space. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
Now, I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Might be changing the route. From the gun, running back gets to give. Makes it past the marker. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like, the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagons.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Beebe. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, and the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
The offensive line's got to get it together. Giving up a sack on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Pressure coming, and they got it.
Yeah, and the defensive lineman, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The run inside. It's Davidson. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Back to throw, it's Reynolds. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Gets it out past the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a first down as this offense tries to put together a long drive.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
Running inside, it's Davidson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle. And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Here's the pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their 2nd. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That's reeled in. It's Preston. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Hoosiers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. This time they'll go to the running game. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Back to throw, it's Hoover. Finds his tight end. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on Sunday.
After the 9-yard completion, the playbook wide open on 2nd and 1. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Beebe. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
No thought of trying to kick the 46-yarder. They'll go for it. He might want another play. Trying to keep this drive alive. Finds his way inside the 25-yard line. He's got enough for the 1st down. Mark it at the 24. So going for it on 4th down is one thing. Quite another to say we're going to run it for a couple.
Yeah, that's impressive because that was a long 2 yards. And I think there are a lot of coaching staffs out there that would have probably tried to throw it or get their quarterback on the perimeter or give him a run-pass option. But not this offense. They believe it.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Timeout taken by the Hoosiers. They cannot stop the clock again. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted to stop the threat. Trying to take it back. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's the problem when you get in 2nd and forever. The defense knows they make you one-dimensional. They know you're going to take shots down the field. They stay deep, they break on the football, and they take advantage of the opportunity.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The run inside. It's Johnson. Good gain there. Picks up the 1st down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. This time he wants to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Running inside, it's Johnson. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Reynolds. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And as he throws, the pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with Arkansas State taking on the South Alabama Jaguars. And it's the Red Wolves getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. And it moves their mark to 6-1 as they continue to play awfully well here in the season's first half.
The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Becker. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. On the ground, it's Davidson. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. They're going to ride this running back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
It makes it really tough on a defense when you got a dynamic quarterback that you can roll out. You bootleg him to the right here. The defense has to now recover quickly, chase the guy out there. Oh, wait, I still got to cover wide receivers down the field. I still got to cover other guys and try to get this guy on the ground. They do a great job on this play.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. To the air, it's Reynolds. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that 1st down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this 1st. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Trying to have success on 3rd down.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Flips it out in the flat. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Just drives it between the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Coming out with it, it's Bond. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Beebe. Munches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. And the Hoosiers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll return it from around the 50. Can they catch him? Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The run inside. It's Johnson. Hard-hitting tackle.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll go right back to the run. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Got it down the field. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Beebe. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll go right back to it. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Hoosiers are facing 3rd and inches. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, going to the air. Big man has it, it's a first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And that was a play they absolutely had to have. 4th down, down by 1 possession. You've got to find a way. Someone's got to step up and make a play, and they did it right there. That is going to be huge for their confidence.
Caught over the middle. It's Beebe. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Here comes the option. Keeps it on the option. There's some room. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. And this is almost certainly 4-down territory, down 6, and needing a touchdown in the point after to take the lead. Run in the red zone, it's Beatty. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Got it back on 2nd and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up 4th down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. To throw, it's Hoover. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Hoosiers! On the sideline, got it in the end zone.
That is how it's done. In the clutch, in the big time, your offense comes up with the big drive, puts points on the board. Now you tell your kicker, go knock this PAT through, take the lead. Nice execution by this offense.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off play action. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
And you're seeing why this guy is on the field during 2-minute situations. He can catch the football and make things happen. Nobody open downfield, you just dump it down to him and let the guy go to work, pick up a huge play, and help this offense get in position.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of the DB. Nice job by the defense.
They'll run the ball, the clock is on their side. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's got it again. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. The give to the back. Got a little grass. He'll be dragged down, but not before the finishing touches on a win for his team. Now the Tigers will spend their third and final timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Going to the run, it's Beebe. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Yeah, and I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. Not finding any running room, and I think that loss is going to give back what they gained on the previous play, and now it's third down.
All right, this offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight, but the defense, they're very, very physical. So I think you got to think about either a perimeter run, a potential run-pass option, or let your quarterback try to go make a play throwing it.
They believe in their running game on third and goal here. And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1. And the field goal unit stays put. They will try to deliver the haymaker and deck them with a touchdown on fourth and goal. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Trying to punch it in. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown in the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
And some people might say they should have taken a knee, run the clock out. This offense believes, I'm going to run the football. It's your job to stop it. And they add a rushing touchdown and another 6 to the scoreboard.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.